So, my address light keeps burning out every 3 months or so, and the HOA keeps getting on my case about it. Today I'm going to fix it definitively so I don't have to keep replacing the bulbs. Says on the inside here, do not exceed 16 volts. And something interesting about this circuit is that it actually runs on the doorbell circuit, driven by a transformer in my garage, which is running at a lower voltage, and it's probably running at too high voltage for this. Doorbell transformers usually assume it's better to run a little high than a little low because most doorbells are just dumb switches. I'm actually narrating this after the fact, so forgive me if my timing doesn't line up. You can see here I've already disconnected my transformer, which means I'm ready to work on the light. I've also backed out my car because it's easiest to stand on the roof and work on the light, and I've also placed my step stool on top of the car to act as a work table. This is all totally OSHA compliant, I promise. So I bundled up 2 sets of resistors. You can see off the side there. I've got my soldering iron, I've got my multimeter, and I've got my electrical tweezers. The goal is going to be to solder those 2 bundles of resistors in series with each of the bulbs in my address light. Nope, almost dropped the phone there trying to tuck it under my chin. So I've already got my soldering iron nice and hot. The 2 bundles are both 300 ohm resistors in parallel, should give me a neat 33 ohms, and at this point I don't remember what the resistance of the bulbs were, but I mean, it should be about 300 or so, I guess. Anyway, I calculated it. I'm going to check the resistance of the resistor bundles here, and they came out to both about a neat 34 ohms, which is good enough. I did lose my footage after this because I dropped my phone, but this is what it looked like before, just wires, and this is what it looked like after, both resistor bundles in place. Just for kicks, after the fact, I hooked up the transformer, checked the voltage. It was about 18.8, definitely too high. And this is the voltage across one of the bulbs, which is just 10 volts. A little undervolted, but hopefully it's bright enough. I did check at night, and that's plenty bright. Excuse me for blurring out my address light, but or my address number, I mean, but you can tell on the picture that it's definitely bright enough to see.